bum, 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 bum. Hey guys, this is Tommy, Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today? Good? Pack up all my care and woe. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. When somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. So long, Mr. Blackbird. Ladies and gentlemen, in the words of Emperor Palatine, everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. That's right, guys. Someone called me a cynical person, but I seem to have this magical gift known as memory. What this thing does is it records all of the past happenstances, and it programs it into my cerebral cortex, so that when other happenstance, I can look fondly back at the happenstances happenstancing in the past and corroborate that with the happenstances today. So, when I say that the Republicans and Democrats are a parasite on this country, extracting the wealth and resources from the labor class, the blue class, funneling it to their donors. All they want to do is maintain their power and not govern for the people. I'm not being cynical. I'm not being a Debbie Downer. I'm not being some cool kid, some emo goth. I'm actually just looking at my life experiences, looking at the past of what these Republicans and Democrats have done. You know, like in 2001, when Osama bin Laden apparently hit the World Trade Center. Then, for some reason, we went to Iraq. And we deposed Saddam Hussein. Did that have anything to do with 9/11? No. But did they have oil? Of course. They only govern for maintaining their power and funneling the wealth to their donors. It's really not hard to see. If you're not a partisan puppet, it's not hard to see. So, this is it's earlier than I thought it would be. But Joseph Elizabeth Biden has proceeded to, within, when was he inaugurated? January 20th, February 20th? Oh, almost a month he went, without thoroughly disappointing his entire constituency. Everyone who voted for him, they're all wondering what's going on. Joe Biden checks out the door on day one. Wow. That didn't happen. Well, see, guys, he's not going to do that because he's really working hard on getting you guys that $15 minimum wage. See, he really cares about the American people. He really knows that 8 million people are slipping into poverty. That lockdown that was not thought out properly, where the PPP went to all of his donors for some reason. Oops, dropped the ball on that. Small businesses shut down and we were locked in. 8 million people slipped into poverty. Meanwhile, giving trillions to the banks, military-industrial complex, and Wall Street. $1,200 for us. Then, oh guys, no, you don't understand. $15 minimum wage. That's what I'm doing. Well, looks like that when his huge ass slush fund COVID relief bill waddled into the Senate, there was a irrelevant conventional wisdom and social norms expert. We call him the Senate Parliamentarian. The Senate Parliamentarian looked at this bill of slush and money going to Uganda to Ukraine, to Egypt. They looked at these corporate tax loopholes. And they said, ooh, what do we have here? Conventional wisdom, social norms, me. It appears to me, Joe Biden, you can't put this minimum wage in this relief bill. It's unconventional. What would the social norms say? Well, Joe Biden, when hearing that it was against the conventional wisdom and the social norms conveyed by the Senate Parliamentarian, he immediately didn't fight for the American people and proceeded to give up on it. Him and Kamala Harris. So, guys, you know what's funny? Is that there was a Senate Parliamentarian who said not to do those tax cuts for the rich when Trump was president. Do you know what happened to the Senate Parliamentarian? He got fired. They got another Senate Parliamentarian, the Republicans. So anyway, we don't like this opinion. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and the Democrats could do the same thing. They could literally just be like, oh, Senate Parliamentarian, that's so cool, but were you elected? No. Were you elected with a mandate to,
ladies and gentlemen, the congregation,
do health care for all, do a Green New Deal, legalize marijuana, enforce a progressive agenda? Because remember, guys, we're pushing him to the left, right? Remember? Yeah. Joe Biden took one look at that Senate Parliamentarian, and he chose to do what Democrats always do. In the face of a good excuse to not help the American people, blame them. Oh, guys, it was the Republicans. Oh, it was Joe Manchin. It was the Senate Parliamentarian, guys, that just can't do your minimum wage. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Did you really think that Joe Biden was not going to encounter some kind of obstacle where all he had to do was look at that obstacle and be like, oh, it was this. I can't pass your minimum wage, because he doesn't give a shit. I'm not being cynical, guys. It's just what it is. It is what it is. He doesn't give a shit about us. He's not the only one. All of them don't. Ilhan Omar, when the inauguration happened, she was like, oh, the first 10 days of Joe Biden. He's listening to progressives. I saw Ilhan Omar's Twitter feed today. She's like livid. The whole squad's livid. Yeah, is this your first day, squad? So let me get this straight. You don't force the vote on Medicare for all. So now we can't have a vote on healthcare during a pandemic. Then you proceed to buttress and prop up an establishment racist warmonger who all he's ever done is spit in the face of progressives. And you guys got him elected. You helped get him elected, hoping that he would help with your progressive agenda. And every single time you turn around, Joe Biden's shitting on you and putting a knife in your back. I mean, that's what Joe Biden does. I don't understand why you guys are so incredibly I really don't understand why you guys are super surprised. Joe Biden's whole MO is to put a knife in your back to help Joe Biden. That's literally how he became president. Do y'all not remember the primaries? Do you guys not remember the Democratic primaries when he put a knife in Bernie Sanders' back and called his little fucking boss, Barack Obama? Said, oh, Mr. Obama, nobody likes me. I'm a racist. I'm a warmonger. I can't remember where I am. I fucking got lost in Virginia. I fucking got lost in the Iowa State Fair. They had to find me. He had to fucking call Daddy. And Daddy had to tell all of those neoliberals, oh, let me be clear. If you get behind Joe Biden, you get to be Secretary of the fucking Transportation. You get to be blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, yes, sire. Might I have an office of the Budget Committee, sire? Might I have some power and some wealth? Bootlick. So, literally, Joe Biden couldn't have done that without Barack Obama. Do you think anyone would have taken Joe Biden seriously? No. Joe Biden's a liar. His first run at president, he had to fucking stop because he plagiarized. We're super surprised. Joe Biden's whole MO is to put a knife in your back to help Joe Biden. Now, you guys, I mean, this is why I don't talk to y'all anymore. you're clearly fucking retarded. But the cool part is that Neera Tanden, Hillary Clinton's witch, she's reneged on her nomination for the Office of Budget Management. She withdrew her nomination. She didn't want Joe Biden to forego any embarrassment when they voted her ass down. I love that shit. Except I would have loved Neera Tanden to literally be voted down and not confirmed, because I wanted to record her face when they said, no, get the fuck out of here, witch. But Neera Tanden, like Joe Biden, is a total coward, and she knew that she wasn't going to be confirmed, so she withdrew her nomination, and she saved herself the embarrassment, which I wanted to see the embarrassment so bad. I was going to do so many videos on that shit. Literally, Neera Tanden's face when she wasn't going to be confirmed to that Office of Budget Management was going to be like the new anthem. It was going to be like the new... It was going to be the... Instead of the Phoenix, that was going to be the fucking brand for Tommy Nation Politics. Neera Tanden's face. Free thinking, innovative. Oh, I'm sorry I tweeted these tweets. So the mainstream media is like, yeah, it was the tweets, man. It was the tweets. She was such a bad tweeter. Never mind the fact that she went out of her way to call Bernie Sanders a rapist. And she planted false evidence about... Guys, she has a think tank. She used her think tank, she used her witchcraft to literally plant false evidence that Bernie Sanders raped little girls. She did that with other people too. So, I mean, it was not just the tweets. She literally fabricated, like, what do you call that? Libel. I think that's libel, right? Libel's print. Slander? Yeah. It wasn't pretty, guys. And she didn't just do that with Bernie Sanders. Anybody who was an enemy of Hillary Clinton, she created, like the birther thing. They manufactured and fabricated false evidence. So if I was Facebook, I would have been getting all over that. Slightly misleading information. Unfortunately, these tech giants don't really give a shit about people in power. They only want to maintain the power, prop up the establishment. A lot like the progressive wing did after Bernie Sanders bent the knee to Joe Biden. So you guys have been literally embarrassing this whole time. I'm going to take this moment as an opportunity to, instead of gloat about how I was right about everything, how it turns out Joe Biden's a psychopath, racist, warmonger, and you guys are literal cucks who went along with him and got nothing for it. I'm going to take this time, and guys, and I'm going to be humble. And I'm going to reach out to you, my progressive brethren, and I'm going to give you an olive branch, and I'm going to say, come with me.
Tommy Nation Politics.
We will fight the empire together.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Now is not the time to be proud. Now is not the time to cheer. Now is not the time to say I was right, even though I was right. And I've been right since the beginning. It really wasn't hard. It's just who Joe Biden is.
Thanks for joining us.
It's who the Democrats are. It's what our system has become.
Think responsibly.
But now is the time, guys, for us to actually fight for progressive principles and values, if you're a progressive. If you want to do that, then welcome back. But guys, we can no longer fight for progressive principles and values in the Democratic Party or in the Republican Party. I don't know how many ways you have to see AOC, Bernie Sanders, Ilhan Omar go into a party trying to change it, and it turns out that party changes them. Rand Paul. You don't change the Democrat Party. You don't change the Republican Party. The Democrat and Republican Party change you. Don't mess with the fucking force of darkness, guys. We have to be light. I feel it. I feel the good in you, the conflict. Join me. May the force be with you. Tommy Nation Politics. Hey guys, this is Tommy with Tommy Nation Politics. How's everyone doing today? Good?
www.tommynationpolitics. www.tommynationpolitics.com.